Hello, my name is Elena Denham, and for my student group, I chose to interview female students enrolled into STEM degrees. STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. I chose this group because even though women are a very fast-growing group, both in academics and in the workforce, they are still very underrepresented in STEM areas. Actually, currently, women enroll into STEM at 14% as compared to men who enroll in at 33%. This is due to many factors, both it can be due to race, ethnicity, socioeconomic factors, familial obligations, and much more. However, I wanted to get a more in-depth look into the personal factors, and so I chose two female students to interview. We shall call one student A and the other student B. Student A is working on her third STEM degree. She has a bachelor's in animal science, a master's in biology, and is currently working on a bachelor's in engineering at a large university that has a diverse student population. Student B is almost completed with her first STEM degree in wildlife biology at a smaller public university with a slightly less diverse population. Um, Both are white females in their mid to late 20s. They do come from different socioeconomic backgrounds. One is a commuter who works full time. The other, student B, who goes to the smaller university, attends full time and works part time doing field research and is also a single parent. Now, one thing that I found interesting from both students is their level of engagement. The student who attends full-time, student B, is very much more engaged with her university than student A, who is a commuter. Student A sees the school as simply a tool to achieve her degree. She does not connect or engage with the students or faculty beyond what is needed during class time. Student B is very much engaged with her school and works part-time doing field research with other students and is also works closely with faculty. She does presentations, projects with them, outside research, etc. And so that is very reflective, though, of what we already know on student engagement and connectivity. Oftentimes, commuters and people who work full-time outside the university have a harder time connecting than students who attend full-time and participate in extracurriculars or work on campus with the faculty and other students. Something else that I did find interesting was that neither said they felt discrimination within the classroom. Student B said the only discrimination she felt was when she was doing field research, and that the male students sometimes did not think she could do some of the physical tasks that required heavy lifting or things of that nature because she was a small female. She said that was the only discrimination she felt, however. Student A, who attends the large university, said that her class is about 40% women, and even though she works in a male-dominated field, she works in the engineering field, she actually felt more pressure to perform well in the classroom where there were more women present than she did in the workforce where there were fewer women present. And I found that very interesting and a little opposite from what we have learned so far about discrimination and stereotyping. And what both women said that they needed were to see more female role models on campus. And this is very reflective of how students learn to identify themselves, and they need role models that are either similar in ethnicity, in gender, in economic status. They need these role models to identify with, and both said that they wish that there were more female students, or I'm sorry, females either on faculty or simply alumni visiting the university. Either one would be appreciated. And the student A on the larger university said she wished that there were more STEM groups towards women, and if there are, that they were made more public because she was unaware of them. One thing that neither of them discussed was their personal lives, and I found that surprising, and I think that is reflective of how society can discriminate against women when women bring to the workforce or to academia their personal needs. Oftentimes they are seen as weaker or more needy for expressing those needs as opposed to men. And I feel that that makes them hesitant to bring up those subjects. And it appears that my interviewees felt the same way. One thing that I will say at the end of the interviews is that I feel that larger universities need to focus very much on engaging the non-traditional student. It seems the smaller university with Student B is actually doing a better job than the large university in connecting and engaging non-traditional students who are either over the typical age or have family obligations or dependents or commute and work outside of the university. I think it is very important that these needs are met so that more women and minorities can succeed in fields such as STEM, where they are currently underrepresented. Thank you for listening.